Hi guys, welcome to the second video of HTML and CSS full course by Code Learning Hub. So today we are going to discuss about the attributes and basic tags in HTML. Before we talk about them, let's go to the Visual Studio Code once and then we'll try to create one HTML file to demonstrate about these topics for today. So I'm going to create one new HTML file called attributes demo.html. Yeah, and I'm going to create the basic content of the HTML by using exclamation mark. So the HTML and CSS support extension is going to provide few code snippets by using some shortcuts. So by using the exclamation mark shortcut, we can get the basic HTML skeleton. Okay, let's go back to the slide. Attributes. Attributes in HTML provide some additional information about the element. Let's say I want to create one image in my website. So for that, let me add an image to this folder. So right now it doesn't have any image. To add an image to this, let me open this in the file explorer, and I'm gonna copy one image from here. Yeah, let me copy this. Yeah, paste to the images folder here. Yeah, once you open the Visual Studio Code and here in this images folder, you can see that that image file you can see here. Yeah, now to create an image file in the website, you will need to use the image tag. So to display an image in the website, we require to give the location of the image file. To give that location of the image file, so we require to use the attribute called src. I'll say dot slash and then images, and this is the name of the file. So once you save it and look at the browser, so I can open this in the browser by using live server. Yeah, so as the resolution of my image is higher, so it is displaying like this. So to limit the width and height, or to control the width and height of the image, you can use the another attribute called width, and then you can give some value. So when I give 100, it means it's 100 pixel. Yeah, so with that, based on the resolution of the image, the height and width will be controlled. Once you give one of the parameters, like either width or height attribute, it will be adjusted automatically based on the resolution of the image file. So now these two, src and width, are called attributes. So attributes are given in the opening tag of the element. So here these attributes are providing the additional information. So if you just say image, if you just give the image tag, it doesn't display anything, but it requires few things to be given to display the image. So those are src and width. We will also have another attribute called alt. So this is to display some alternative text when the image file is not loaded for some reason. Okay, I'm just giving some text called Code Learning Hub, and so I'm just giving a wrong path of the image. And if you see, yeah, so as the actual image is not situated in this location, or the name of the file is wrong, so it cannot load the image. If an image is not loading for some reason, you can display an alternative text by using alt attribute like this. Okay, when the image is loaded successfully, then the alternative text won't be displayed. So these are called attributes of an element. Global attributes. So there are few attributes that can be given to all the tags in the HTML. So let's say, so I want to add one more paragraph element here in this HTML. Let me write using by p tag. this is a paragraph. So once I save it, then I can also see the paragraph here. Now, so there is an attribute called title. There is an attribute called title. So whatever you write inside this title attribute, that will be, that message will show up when you hover on that particular element. So I have given this title on the paragraph element, right? So when I hover on the paragraph element, then that displays the text that you have given in the title attribute. And this is a global attribute, means it can be given to any tags or any element. Let's say I'm gonna give this same attribute, that is title attribute, to the image tag as well, and I'll say code learning hub logo. So once I save it, and when you move the mouse over on the logo, see, you are able to see the text, that code learning hub logo. So this way, this title attribute can be applied to any tags in the HTML. Similarly, there is also one more attribute called style. So this attribute is used to style the element, and even this is also a global attribute, means you can apply this style attribute on any element of the HTML. Let's say right now, if you see the paragraph element, it is in black color. If you want to change the color to something else like red, then I'm going to use CSS property called color, and then I'll change this to red. See, so, and this way this style attribute can be applied to all the elements in the HTML. So that's why they're called as a global attributes. Okay, let's move on to the basic tags. So title tag. So title tag basically will be given inside the head tag. So whatever you write inside this title tag, that will be displayed on the browser's web pages tab. So you see the text here, document, right? So that is getting displayed because of this, because of that text is assigned inside the title attribute. Let's say you want to change this title of this document to be something else like attributes demo, and save it. Then you can see the same text on the browsers tab or that web pages tab. So that basically tells about the title of that particular web page. Okay, next one is p tag. When you want to define paragraphs inside the web page, then you can use this paragraph tag. We already have seen with some examples of this paragraph already. So within this p tag, you are going to write the text, and that is going to display on the browser. Yeah. And the next one is heading tags. So heading tags are important when you want to write the headings in your web application. Let's say, so when you want to write main headings in your application, then you can use the tag called h1, and h1 is for main heading, heading 1. And when you want to write subheadings to this heading, they can use, then you can use h2 tag, that is heading 2. And when you look at the application here, see, so this looks like a main heading, and this is a subheading. And when you want to write subheading to this heading, again you can use h3 heading tag. So that is heading 3. So this way you can write up to heading 6. Heading 4, so heading 5, and heading 6. So heading tags will be useful to organize the content of your application, and so this will be useful in the search engines and screen readers to understand the hierarchy and context of the information of the application. Use heading tags only when the headings are required in your application. Don't try to use the paragraph tag and make it bold or anything. Search engines use these heading tags to determine the main topics and keywords of the web page. Search engines use the heading tags to determine the main topics and keywords of the web page. So using relevant and properly structured headings can improve the page's search engine ranking and visibility. Okay, next one is pre-tag. Pre-tag in HTML stands for pre-formatted text. It means you can display the text exactly as written in the HTML code. So it preserves the spaces, line breaks, multiple spaces and all. So let's say you have some code snippet to display in the web page. So you can use pre-tag. So let's say I want to copy this. Let's say I want to display this code snippet on the web page as it is. Then I can use the pre-tag, and let's say if you do the same thing by using the paragraph tag, that doesn't preserve the line breaks or multiple lines, so which has been done in the pre-tag. See, so it doesn't preserve the spaces, or it doesn't preserve the font size or the text that you have given, so it doesn't preserve any of them. The pre-tag is going to display as is that we have written in the HTML code. Okay, moving on to the quotation, abbreviations and citations tags. So block quote tag. Block quote tag is used to display a long quotation which is from another source in your web page. So let me write a block quote tag. I have a quotation. Let me copy this and paste it here. Just save it and look at the website. Yeah, so you see the quotation. Browser is giving some indentation from the left side and right side of this block quote content. So this tag is used typically to distinguish the quoted content from the surrounding text. Okay, the next tag is Q tag. The Q tag in HTML is used to indicate short quotation. When you wrap the text within the Q tag, it informs the browser that the enclosed text is a short quotation. Let's see one example. So I'm gonna write one quotation within Q tags and be the best whatever you are. So this is my quotation. So when you are wrapping the text within the Q tag, let's see this in the browser. So if you see what it is rendering the quotation marks around the text that you have given, the content that you have given inside the Q tag. So this is what short quotation is. Okay, let's go to the next tag, abbreviation tag. The abbreviation tag in HTML is used to define an abbreviation or acronym. It is typically used to mark up an abbreviation or an acronym in a document, and that provides a hint to the browsers and screen readers. Let's see with an example. I'm going to give an abbreviation to HTML, and I want to say what HTML means: hypertext markup language. So by providing the title attribute, its definition, so when you see this in the browser, yeah, you see that HTML being the dotted underline is coming to the HTML, and when you hover on this, so it is going to give the tool to. Okay, let's move on to the address tag. The address tag in HTML is used to define the contact information of the author, or the owner of the document or the article. It will include the details as name, physical address, phone number, email, or the URL of the author. Let's see that with an example. So I'm gonna write code learning and the address, pin code, phone number, email. Let's look at this in the browser. So as everything comes side by side, I wanna move this to the next line. I'm going to use break tag. Anyway, we are going to discuss about break tag in the later session. So this is basically to break the line. We'll use this break tag. So I want to mention the address here. Let's say by default it is going to have the italic format. So we can actually use the data to get the data like this by using p tag, but so we are using this address tag to indicate that enclosed information is containing the contact details of the author. Because of this, it will be helpful. It will be helpful for the web browsers, search engines, and some accessibility tools to better understand and process the content. Okay, we next move on to the next tag, site tag. The site tag in HTML is used to define the title of a creative work, like a book, a movie, or a song, or the name of the person that quoted the block of text. It is typically used to provide proper citation. Let's see with an example. So I have a quote, I have a long quote, so I want to include that in a black quote tag, and I want to say here, life is what happens busy making other plans. So this is actually a reference from a song called Beautiful Boy from Darling Boy. So when you look at the website now, so here in this example, the site tag is used to to give the reference or the name. So this is the name of the song. So here, even in this situation, we are using the site tag instead of p tag. So because this site tag gives the semantic meaning that the enclosed content inside this site tag is a citation, quote, or reference. This helps both humans and machines understand the purpose of the content. Okay, let's move on to the next tag, that is BDO tag. Pivot tag in HTML stands for bidirectional override. It is used to override the direction of the text in HTML. So let's see that with an example. So here I'm gonna give one text. Let's say code learning hub, and there will be attribute called direction dir. So it will have two values. It will have two possible values. One is right to left and the second one is left to right. So I want to set the default one left to right, and when you look at the web page, so it is coming in the from left to right. Now if you change the direction to right to left, the content in the BDO tag will be rendered from right to left when you give the direction right to left. Okay, next we have the text tags. So these are the text tags that we use in HTML. So to demonstrate all these tags, I'm gonna get some text from the internet. So I'll say Flipkart Wikipedia. Paste it in the notepad. Write it in the paragraph tag. You see the text is coming in the paragraph tag. Now let's apply each and every tag that we are going to discuss here. So B, so we have this B tag that is used to display the text in bold. So I want to bold the Flipkart text here, so I'm going to use B tag here. So once I move this text inside the B tags, then you should be able to see the text is bolded. The next one, I tag. So I tag is used to make the text italic. Here I want to make this Indian multinational e-commerce company. So this one I want to make this to be italic. So I'm gonna move this text into this I tag within the I tags. So once I save it, yeah, so we are able to see this Indian multinational e-commerce company in italic format. Next we'll see the U tag. So U tag is to make the underline. So I want to make the Singapore. So I want to create an underline for the Singapore text. Okay, so in that case I have to enclose this Singapore inside U tag. Now once you save it, you can see in the browser, you see that Singapore has underline. Next, small element. So there is one more tag called small, so by using which you can make the text appear smaller in the browser. Okay, so I want to display five and six here. So we see this 5 and 6, right? So that I want to make this smaller. So I'll go to there 5 to 6 and enclose that in the small tags and save it. Yeah. Now you can see that the 5 and 6 are relatively smaller comparing with the other text in that paragraph. Next one, delete element. So this delete tag is used to write the text in deleted, means so that basically will give you the strikeout. So when you want to display strikeout on a text, when you want to display strikeout or line through on a text, then you have to use the delete tag. So let's say I want to apply that on a fashion and home essentials. Okay, so then I'm gonna go there. So here I'm gonna enclose that in the delete tags. So once you save it, yeah, you'll see a line through for the text. What's the next one? Insert. So insert tag is used to enclose the inserted text. So this will be similar to underline tag. Okay, so let me apply that on the lifestyle products. Okay, I'll go to the lifestyle products now. So here I'm going to apply this insert tag and save it. So once you apply, you can see that lifestyle products is getting the underline. Though it looks like an underline, it has some difference between underline and so it will look like an underline. The insert tag behaves like an underline. Strong tag is used to emphasize the text. Okay, so let me apply that on Amazon India. So I want to apply that on Amazon India text. Amazon India is here. So strong. Yeah. So you can see the text Amazon India is emphasized. So this is equal to making the text bolder. So which means you can say this is equal to B tag. Next, subtag and super tag. Subtag and super tag. So both are is used to make a text subtext subscript. Sorry. So next one is subtag. The subtag is used to make the text subscript, and super tag is used to make the text superscript. So like basically when you want to say something like and okay, let's say you want to make some text like 2 to the power of 5, 2 to the power of 5. how do you write it? You will say 2 to the power of 5. Let's say when you want to write 10 to the power of 5, okay, so this 5 is called a superscript. And when you want to say base 10 base 5, so this base is called subscript. Okay, when you want to write some text like that, you can use this super tag and sub tag. Let's say I want to display this 7 and 8 as a superscript, then that is when I'm gonna use this super tag. And once you see the web page, see this 7 and 8 both are showing as a superscript. And let's say I want to display this 9 as a subscript to this industry text. So here I'm going to use subscript. Yeah, so if you see this 9, so it is coming as a subscript. Okay, next one is em tag. Em tag is used to emphasize the text. So this is also similar to the bold tag and strong tag. And here I want to apply that on the Flipkart text here. So em. Okay, next we're going to discuss. Next one is em tag. So em tag is used to display some text emphasized. So when you enclose some text, so I want to emphasize the Flipkart text here. I'll use em tag for Flipkart text. Then you can see in the web page that Flipkart text is emphasized. So means it is making the text italic. So this is similar to using the italic tag. It is similar to applying the italic tag. Okay, the next one is definition tag. The definition tag in HTML is used to define the term being used in the document. It stands for definition. This tag is particularly useful for indicating the first occurrence of the definition of a term within the document. So let's see that with an example. So I'm going to write another p tag here. Give definition term to HTML. You save it and see that in the browser. So here you see that HTML is being coming in the italic format. So here this definition tag we used to define the term HTML as hypertext markup language. This provides clarity and context to the readers, especially if the term might be unfamiliar or ambiguous. Additionally, search engines and other tools can potentially use this information to better understand the structure and meaning of the content. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. We'll come back again for the next video. Bye guys.